We are back. Had a great trip up there to Cincinnati, but we are now back. And we have got a whole lot to talk about, guys. So many things happened today for our 1958 Chevy Apache. You see behind me, we've got the frame and bigger on, and we've also got the bed going back on. You're about to watch us put the fenders back on the rear. And for all intents and purposes, so far, the 9-inch Ford rear end that we have is under the frame right now in dead center. Center line's right. And it fits really well. So we think we may not have to narrow the rear end. That would be huge. Huge. Okay? So that's a big deal. Another big deal that happened is we've ordered a ton of parts for this truck today. I ordered the entire front suspension for this truck. That's Mustang 2 with Willwood brakes, power steering, all of that's coming. Should have it Friday-ish, as they're saying, so we'll see where that goes. Also ordered the rear suspension, the parallel 4-bar. Hey, Ghosty! The rear 4-bar, the Panhard bar, the Alden American coilovers, the rear cross member for the coilovers for the shocks, all that got ordered today. So we have the entire suspension coming as of right now for this truck. So we are in a great position to actually get something going here. I'm guessing, Ghosty, what you got? You feeling better? So, yes, hey, I guessed right. Good, good. It sucks feeling bad. I felt so bad for you. Well, that's fantastic. I struggle with it daily. You know, that's good. That's really good, Ghosty. I'm happy for you. Very happy for you. You okay, Big Ron?
Oh, yeah.
You switching your dealios?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, so basically where we're at here, Mustang 2 front suspension got ordered today with Willwood brakes, the red calipers. We also ordered the rear suspension today, the parallel 4-link and the Panhard bar and the Alden American coilovers billet with the cross member and all that. It's all coming. So hopefully in the next couple days, we'll start getting some parts and we can start putting all these on here. But for now, as you see behind me, we got the 9-inch Ford out of the backyard, okay? The 9-inch Ford rear end. And we mocked it up. We found the center line. We know where it pretty much is supposed to be. And that's where this rear end is right now. Let me show you here. Hold on. We're going to do a field trip. Hold on. Jump in tripod. Okay. So here's where we're at. Good, Ghosty. All right, so here's the rear end in the truck. Not bad, but look at this. It fits. I don't think we have to cut this thing down. Now, what we're about to do here, and you can see, we're getting ready to bolt on the rear pan and so on, but when this is actually not falling down, it fits. So I believe we don't have to narrow the rear end, which is freaking gigantic, huge money savings and rocking and rolling. So right now what we're doing is trying to figure out if this actually works. If this actually works with the rear fenders on it and the back panel. So that's what we're about to do. That panel is going to go right there. And then the rear fenders, there's one there and the other one's in the backyard, the new one for this side. We're gonna bolt them on and see how this works. And I'm pretty sure that we're in a good place here. Now, like I just said, we just ordered, like literally 30 minutes ago, the parallel 4-bar for the rear, the entire rear suspension, the Panhard bar and the Alden American coilovers and billet. All of that is coming as of now. They're telling me first week in November. So that's pretty close. That's funny. And then we also today ordered the complete Mustang front suspension, cross member, backing plates, Willwood brakes, tubular control arms, coil springs, shocks, power steering rack with the rack extensions, all the things. They got ordered today. Now the front suspension they're telling me should be here, start arriving around Friday. So if that happens, we're cooking with hot grease here and we can start getting this thing together. So realistically, if I don't have to cut this rear end down, we're gonna have a roller really fast. Now I may not be able to fit a 10-inch wheel. That's an 8-inch wide wheel. I'm okay with that if it fits and I don't have to change anything. So we'll see how this all works out. But for now, we're in a really, really good place here on our 1958 Chevy Apache. See the cab out there. Now, in other news, all the parts showed up for the Mini Cooper. They're all sitting on that table out there. Timing chain, water pump, belt, tensioners, pulleys, air filter, all the things. But we haven't done it yet because we've been getting into this right here. This was more important. So today has been a really good day. Really, really happy. Ghosty, check out our website, brownsrodandcustom.com. Check it out. Check out the merch store. But I would love to see one of your designs, for sure. So that's where we're at, guys. So I'm going to set you back up here and plug you in. You guys are going to watch us bolt on this back panel, get the fenders on the back here, and then really see where we are. And that should be very interesting. Now, my question is, will that tire fill out too far, or will it actually sit right inside of the fender? How will that all look, so on and so forth. So we're going to find that out here in a second. Do not go anywhere. I'm going to flip you around here. It's going to get a little shaky for about 30 seconds here. Put you in here. Hang tight for 1 second. Hey, Rob. Yeah. That phone charger piece that we have, the white one, you know what that's on? Yeah. In here. Perfect. I need that phone cable too. I gotta plug you guys in. We're going down. There, hold on. Nothing like watching a live stream that dies in the middle of it. All right. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. What you got? Perfect, bring it here. Pretty sure that one's garbage. Okay. Get him, Ghosty. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna set you up right here. Phone's charging so it doesn't die. Big Ron, you ready? Back panel first?
Yeah, now let's go.
Huh? Just like that. That's the inside.
That's the inside.
Yeah, just look it right on right here and we're golden. Gotcha.
You just set it here for a second.
You guys see this? You can.
Free for you.
Thanks, man.
We'll get this started. See what goes. That goes to the inside, huh?
Go up.
Yeah, I'm set it. Don't look where it's goes.
Too low.
Huh?
That's too low. You got it.
Right here?
That's it right there. All right, so what you guys are watching here, we're putting on the back pan here. Not a trailer. So this is our 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. So what you got the frame here. We just put the rear end in the back. We don't have any suspension or anything, but we got the rear end sitting here. Trying to figure out if it's needs to be narrowed or not, right? And so far it's looking really good. So let's see how it goes. And before you ask, this back panel that we're putting in is just temporary. We're gonna put a new one in there. Just something to hold this monster together. Doesn't do us any good if it's all water jaw.
And that's good enough to hold it for now. And we might end up having to pop the wheel off to get the fender on.
Are you tight on your side? Is it hitting?
No. Nope. Perfect.
That's scary. Okay, so the first fender we're gonna do is this rear one.
On that side?
Get this over here. Well, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it?
It is. Just set this stuff right here on the chair. Slide it over here.
I'm gonna put them where they can actually see us here. Let's get you guys in a spot here. All right. I got this fender ring. That's front, this back. Okay. I'm gonna lift it up. And lift it here.
And actually, they go through on the inside. Don't they?
Doesn't matter. Stick it through the bed.
Can you see it? We gotta find it. That's where I needed to be inside there.
You got a nut?
I do, but it's, there we go. Grab the figure.
Take it through.
That's higher than is that too high?
That's perfect. We're in.
There you go. Okay, that holds it until we figure it out.
Fuck, it looks great.
Yeah.
You
do
can
that.
go a little wider.
A little wide, a little deeper.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, you still got, you could go in, probably a 10 inch. And,
Yeah, you could probably put a wider
because
tire.
we're gonna go in a little bit because even the axles aren't all the way in.
Right, right.
There's a little gap, so depends on how much,
That's not bad, though.
it's not bad at all.
All right, so what you're looking at here, besides Ron, is the bed of our 1958 Chevy Apache pickup that we're trying to figure out. We just ordered all the suspension today, front and rear, and we got our 9-inch Ford sitting under here, mocked up, dead nuts on the center line, so it's aligned where it needs to be. And then from there, we're trying to figure out if we need to narrow our rear end or not. And it looks like we don't. It looks like we're gonna be right where we need to be, and we got really lucky. So this 9-inch Ford, I have no idea what it came out of, but it's 56 inches wide, axle flange to axle flange. So far, we're looking pretty good. Now, the only other thing we got to do is we got to put the other rear fender on here in a second, and but I got to get it out of the shed in the backyard, so that's cool. But so far, not bad.
It's not hitting the
It's not hitting the bed sides. It's not hitting anywhere, and we're making no contact anywhere. We have quite a bit of room here. I mean, really, a couple inches probably, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So really,
that's an 8-inch rim.
That's an 8-inch wide rim. What is that, 17 or 15?
15.
Yeah, so these are 235 70 R15s that are on here right now. So that's a 15 by 8. I want to go 20 by 8 minimum or wider. I think we got a fighting chance of that here.
Give it a little deeper ditch.
Give it a little deeper dish. So that's exciting. Now we need to get the other fender and get it on the other side, and then that'll really tell us where we're at. But so far, couldn't honest to God be any better. I expected to spend tons of money on narrowing the rear end, and at least $500, and to get it narrowed at Mosier. Not to mention the shipping back and forth, or the drive to Indiana. I think it's in Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, up in Indianapolis somewhere. So not too bad. Is that Twisted? Hey, Twisted, what's up, buddy? Getting attacked by mosquitoes. So far, yeah, we're looking pretty good. If you guys are watching this, please like and subscribe. We're trying to build the channel. It's just me and my dad building cars. But again, today was huge. We ordered the rear Panhard bar, the rear parallel 4 bar, also the Alden billet coilovers and adjustable billet coilovers for the rear with that new rear cross member. All of that is coming now, as well as the we ordered the Mustang 2. Everything there is coming hub to hub with Willwood brakes, so with the red calipers and all that stuff. So that should be here hopefully. They're telling me Friday. I'm skeptical of that, but we'll see where it goes. But the rear won't be here until like the first week of November. They got the bars are on back order, but they got everything else. So yeah.
Tell them the story how we got these rear ends.
Hell of a day.
We were walking into the swap meet.
Oh yeah. So fun fact, you got your stuff. So this rear end, believe it or not, I got it for $80 at the Sumter swap meet. We were there. We're there looking, and we find one for my dad's, an 8-inch Ford for my dad's, and the guy had a 9-inch Ford, this one, and we thought, sure, we'll take them both, and we hiked them literally full rear ends. I had to be over a mile, and it's been sitting in the damn backyard for what, 3-4 years at least, sitting there, and now here we are. We're building an Apache, and the son of a bitch fits. That's fantastic. You know. Thank you, Twisted. Appreciate you. Something to think about, guys. Okay, we made a change. All right. And on the suspension of this truck, we had talked about doing a Hyatt Mustang 2 with power steering and the Willwood 4-piston brakes, okay? That kit was gonna be $3,800. I don't know if I am or not, Ghosty, don't worry. Once I get it painted, my wife might not let me get rid of it, okay? It's gonna be painted her favorite color, and she's a truck girl, and a Chevy girl. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. But we're gonna have fun with it until that point happens anyway. We'll just keep going. But, so what we did, and I looked at this morning, I said, okay, I have the money, time is now, I need to order this stuff. What are my options? And a Mustang 2 from Hyatt, and spend $3,800, or find a different kit. Or find a different kit. So I did. I thought about my dad's car, the 40 Ford. He bought his basically off of eBay, right? And we got it from a place called Gearhead something. Enterprises, I think it is, on eBay, okay? So they had the kit today that I actually bought. Cross member, boxing plates. It's actually the Hyatt's cross member with the boxing plates, with tubular control arms. It's made for this truck with the tubular control arms, 2-inch drop spindles, coil springs, shocks, and then the 11-inch cross-drilled and slotted rotors with the 2-piston red Willwood calipers. Oh, power rack, rack extensions, all the bolts, everything you need to do, put it together, hub to hub. I paid $2,148 to my door. So the money I saved, I said, I think I could buy the rear too. So I got on Western Chassis, which is also POL. You guys know POL, Performance Online. They're the same thing. And I talked to them, and I bought their rear parallel 4-bar kit with coilovers and the cross member and the Panhard bar. I think I paid, it was $1,310 to my door. So altogether, I have $3,495 in my suspension. And I have Mustang 2 with Willwood brakes, I have a 9-inch Ford, 4-bar, Panhard bar, all the things. The shocks, everything. That's what I have in the suspension. So if you are actually wondering, a budget build, like how could you do it? That's what I did. So now, pro tip, tell them if you ever call POL or Western Chassis, my dad's ex-military, right? He was in the Navy, so we told him that, and it saved us $135. And they gave us 10% off for that, which was amazing. But they also didn't ask us to prove it. So just throw that out there. Yeah, we could, but you know. But yeah, so that's what we got going on here. So I need to step away for like 2 minutes. We need to run back there and get that fender. I'll be right back. Don't leave. I'm gonna go grab the other rear fender, and then I'm gonna move you guys over here. That way you can see it, okay? Yeah, it's a brand new fender from National Parts Depot. It's gonna look amazing on here. So, and yes, these lights are freaking amazing, by the way. Absolutely, like it's so bright in here. Like if you come in here at night, where it's dark outside, you come in, it hurts your eyes. I mean, it's that damn, that's no joke. My wife comes in like this, all right? So, yeah, and they're cheap as hell, which is great. They're like $130 for a 14 of the hexagons, so keep in mind. All right, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna go get that fender. Don't go anywhere. If you're sitting here not knowing what to do, hit the like and subscribe button. Do that, and the notifications. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. We're dragging a fender in. All right. We'll be around here and see what's going on. Hey, a lot of you didn't leave. That's amazing. All right. So, here's our fender. There's our fender.
There we go, Brad, just sitting.
Gotcha.
You're going first. All right, you want to set them up where they can see it?
Yeah.
Let's just set it here for a minute. Okay. I'll get everything ready.
Okay guys, I'm gonna move you to a position where you can actually see what we're doing. Hang tight, hold on. We're putting this fender on. I just need this not to die. This transmission jack, I swear to God, we're gonna name it inconvenient. It's just always in the way. All right, get you guys over here. You can see what the hell we're doing. All right, there we go. So what we're doing here is putting on the other rear fender. We still charging? Perfect. You guys still see us? Beautiful. All right. Okay, here we go. You got bolts? Yep. So what I want to do is stick it through. Put it down here. I just need to get it to like here, so I can get down on the ground. That's it. That's what I can actually get there.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Right there. I bet I can't reach it. Hold. All right.
Let me do this on the back side.
Hold the fender up. Just give me a second. You want me to do anything? Just hold on.
We have to go up anyway.
Way up. We're off. That can't be right. That's wrong, isn't it?
I
Yeah,
can't,
that's wrong.
I'm not looking at holes. You,
That's wrong. Okay.
we gotta redo the first one.
Yeah. By a lot. It's way off.
Okay, I've got this in.
We put it in where the spur tires won't shake out.
Okay.
You're right. Impossible. Just set it. Alright.
We missed.
We put it in the wrong hole. Alright. I can't. Need a wrench or something.
Yep. It's just the way you got it.
Okay.
Try again.
Pull out.
Okay.
Alright.
Now we're gonna have to lift up.
Go to the back.
We really needed to do the middle first.
Yeah. Try to tell us that.
Want to do the middle first?
Sure, but I can't, you gotta. It's gotta go back 6 feet. Did you put one through? Yeah.
I'm just getting it. See it?
Yeah. You holding it?
Yep.
Alright.
That,
Oh, Christ. For our next trick, we're gonna not bolt the fender into the spare tire thingamajiggy.
okay, now on this end?
Yeah, sure. Give me the nut.
Where you want it, probably down a little bit. Maybe right there.
Right there. make this look so easy. Okay.
Looks nice.
Oh. Shit, that ain't bad. Let me bring you guys in here. Hey, Teresa. We are working on a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. Cab's out there. This is the frame. And what we're doing is we put the bed on,
Let me get it.
and we also, hey Remo, we also just put on the rear fenders. This is a brand new rear fender from National Parts Depot, which is exactly what's going to be on the other side before this is over. But what we're doing is, if you look in here, you see the rear end? We had a leftover 9-inch Ford rear end, and we weren't sure if it would fit or not without narrowing it, or, you know, would it be too narrow? And so, long story short, it's 56 inches from flange to flange, and it fits. And it fits well. Gives me some extra room up under there. Looking really good. So, what this tells us now is we are in a position where we don't need to narrow the rear end. We did find the center line. And anybody with an Apache trying to find a center line, look for this cross member. It'd be the one under the cab, about where the seat goes. It's right there. That's dead center. And then the same one is right there on the next brace back. So yeah, we have tons of room. It doesn't rub the bed, which is why we put all this together. So yeah, pretty much, Ghosty. Pretty much. Some of them they don't claim, but yes. So yeah, we've got tons of room, guys. We're looking really good. I mean, I couldn't have worked any better. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, God gives you these little gifts, right? And boy, did we ever need it. So now we know that we actually have pretty much what we need to do this. So yeah, so we're looking really good. So again, just to go back and recap here, the frame, we took it down to bare metal. We metal conditioned it, we epoxy primed it, and today we ordered the Mustang 2 front suspension with the Willwood brakes. It will go right about here, okay, right in there, be center line of the cross member. Now, this cross member will get cut out once we install the new one. And then, yeah, so that'll be out of the way. You'll have the new Mustang 2 with the Willwood brakes. And then we also ordered the rear parallel 4-bar with the Panhard bar, the Alden American coilovers, and the new cross member that goes back in here-ish. And then we'll be looking pretty good. So basically where we're at is I've got tracking numbers and whatnot for the front suspension I bought this morning. That will be here, and they're saying Friday, so we'll see where that goes. There's 2 packages. I believe it's going to be 6 or 7 boxes by the time it gets here. But see where that goes. But yeah, hopefully Friday we'll start getting some things. All I really need to come in is the cross member and boxing plates. If those show up, we can go ahead and start knocking that out while we're waiting on everything else. And then the rear suspension, they're calling for the first week of November. And then we'll get that all in and welded up. And then we got a roller, boys and girls. Sorry, Ghosty. We'll have ourselves a roller. So what we did is we ordered the same Mustang 2 front suspension that's on my dad's 40 Ford out here. It'll have 2-inch drop spindles, power steering, rack extenders, tubular control arms, coil springs with the shocks, and the 11-inch cross-drilled and slotted rotors with Willwood 2-piston red calipers, and the brake calipers, stainless brake hoses, and all the things. So yeah, we're rolling on down the road here. So this should be really big progress here, guys, really fast. when we get this, I estimate we'll probably have a day in putting the crossmember in. And we have really good directions for the Hyatt kit, which is the same thing. Hey, Keenal. Hope I said it right. Sorry. And we got really good directions. So, shouldn't be too big of a deal. But we should have a roller real fast. And from there, then the cab goes back on. And then we figure out engine. Now, we have been trying to figure out what to do on the engine. We have options, right? You got a 5.3 LS. You've got a 6-liter LS. You've got the Corvette LS swaps. But you could also go old school V8, right? And do a 350 horse, 400 horse kind of thing. And go with, I have actually a turbo 400 and a turbo 350, both rebuilt with shift kits sitting in the shed in the backyard, which would drastically save a lot of money. You could also do that, which is also a thought. We might just put a small block in this. I'd like, if I did do a small block, it'd be a 350 4-bolt main. I'm going to mimic the motor that we built for my dad's car. It runs like a raped ape, and we like that a lot. But it has the 461 camel hump heads. It also has the 350 horse cam, I think it is, from Comp. I think it's Comp or Crane. But I got all that stuff. It's got 10-to-1 compression, ARP, everything, and you know, so on and so forth. But it runs great. So, you know, it might, that could happen. We'll see where that goes. You know, if a set of those heads falls in my lap for the right price, I wouldn't be against it. So, so yeah, you know, I'm going to shorten your name to PRC Browns right against. Sure. Why not? So, yeah, so that's kind of where we're at here, guys. I just wanted to show you all this while we're doing it. We've been gone for the past probably 5 days, I think, 5 or 6 days. We went up to Cincinnati. Sitting outside's 1940, 2-door sedan deluxe. And then you got a Mini Cooper. You got Ron. Behind that is the Volkswagen thing, behind the cab. And you've got the Apache cab, and then Big Red. And then a table full of parts for the Mini Cooper that I do not want to put on. So that's where that's at. Oh, get this. You've been counting. Thanks, Ghosty. Somebody's keeping track. How long we haven't been here. My 2024 Corolla Cross SUV out there. It's basically a Prius. So no second shift, buddy, just us. But I put a Canon air filter in that this morning, and it seemed to help quite a bit. So that's kind of exciting. We're modifying basically a Prius SUV. Why not? So yeah, guys, lots of stuff getting done. We have a whole lot more to do. A ton of parts are coming, and this thing's going to just really kind of just run with it here, take off and run. So stay tuned for all that, because I can't stress to you enough, by the middle of November, we should have, I mean, honestly, as soon as the rear suspension gets here, it's going on. So we're a couple weeks away, 2-3 weeks, we'll have a rolling frame. And then we'll start figuring out engine transmission mounts and what we're going to do and make a damn decision on an engine and transmission for this. And, you know, go from there. So, hey, Ben, 57. That's a really good one. I wanted to put a 57 front on this, to be honest with you, but I had such a good hood. You know, yeah. It, that's funny. So yeah, so we are looking really good. So for those of you just jumping in here, we just mocked up the bed on our 1958 Chevy Apache. The reason for this was we ordered all the suspension today, but we drug out our 9-inch Ford out of the backyard that we got at a swap meet, and like 4 or 5 years ago, and put it in here, and by God, look at it. It fits. It fits great. I don't know if I could ask for much more. So we found Centerline, And for those of you wondering where center line is on here, it's this hole here. That's your dead center of this frame. Thanks, Twisted. Yeah, we're trying, you know, for two old guys in a garage, you know, I guess I'm not old, but I feel it. We're not doing too bad. But yeah, we found center and got this rear end sitting right where it needs to be. And yeah, here we are. No, Ghosty, what we need to do is we need to hang this on the wall. That's what we need to do and get it the hell off this truck. But I got to buy a new one. When I go get the this rear fender, I'll buy that panel and the tailgate and the roll pan, and we'll just get it all at once and make one trip, National Parts Depot, and knock it out. Now, some of the things we have to do that are coming up pretty quick too is we got to figure out a third brake light, a flush-mounted third brake light to go somewhere in there on the cab, and we also have to figure out our taillight situation, because I'd like to do a flush-mounted teardrop style taillight that's kind of long. It's about like that on the rear fenders. My concern is you can't center them in the fender because of this piece here protrudes out into where this would be. So dead center would be like right there. So I have to figure out a taillight situation. I also have the roll pan I could put taillights in, and so on, which, you know, is an option. But yeah, it's yes they do. That bulge right here, you can see it. Boom. And dead center of that is that hole. And that's what we went off of. Tesla taillight, you know, I don't even know what that looks like. I feel stupid for not knowing, but what a Tesla taillight looks like. I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention to Teslas. They're usually going by me so damn fast. I can't. I'm paying attention. But yeah, maybe that's something we ought to do one day.
39 Ford looks good too.
Yeah, the teardrops?
Teardrop.
The 39 Ford teardrops look good too. But some kind of LED taillight will be on this. And a third brake light as well. So I am going with the factory tailgate. It says Chevrolet across it. It'll be a turquoise tailgate with the letters Chevrolet and India Ivory, I believe it is, the white, the creamy white. So that should look pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie, the truck's kind of really turned a corner today that I almost don't know what to say about it other than we didn't
Yeah, no, we just assumed that it would be wrong. What was the chance of it being wrong?
yeah, what are the odds of this rear end actually fitting? Like when we first carried over here, I thought, Jesus Christ, it's going to be like 75 inches wide. It looked huge. But once you put the fenders and the bed and all the pieces together, now we measured the factory one that came off of here. Axle flange to axle flange, it's 58 inches. This one is 56 inches. It's 2 inches shorter or narrower, axle flange to axle flange. So brings it in a little bit, which is good because it gives us more room to come out and give us a dish for our 20s in the back, which would be really cool. Now we do have a tool up here. It's in that box right there under the bin. It says Ramstead Manufacturing. And that will help us. You basically bolt that on here when you have your brakes and everything else on there, and it'll help you figure out your offset and backspacing and all of that kind of stuff so that you know you have a wheel that'll actually fit. So we'll break that monster out for the first time ever once we get around to it. And but yeah, I mean, honestly, we're not far from painting the frame. I mean, like realistically, the parts that are coming are going to go in extremely fast. The Mustang 2 will bolt on in an hour or two. We'll have all that bolted up together pretty quick. And same with the rear. I mean, really, it's just a matter of welding the brackets on the rear end. And we're kind of there. So pretty cool. Pretty excited about this. I honest to God, I meant to order. Hey, Nathan. Thank you, buddy. I really expected to order the suspension, the Hyatt Mustang 2, on Thursday while I was in Cincinnati, and it just got away from me. And I came home and I thought, you know, that's $3,800. Could I do front and rear for $3,800? Turns out I can do front and rear for $3,495 and some change to my door. So that's what I spent today on this. And, you know, I think it's going to pay off. I think it's really, really going to look good. I think it'll track good. It'll handle good. There'll still be some work to do. We may or may not put a gear in it. It'll have disc brakes on the rear for sure. You'll have the Willwood brakes on the front. I might even put Willwoods on the back, depending on what they cost. If I find a decent set for a good price, I might just do it, have them match up. So, hey, Classic Car Revivals, what's up? So, yeah, that's where we're at, guys. I just wanted to show you all this. I thought it was pretty cool. This side actually looks better. Try not to trip over my disaster here. But this has the new fender on it from National Parts Depot. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe. We're building a one heck of a 58 Chevy Apache pickup here, guys. So, not to mention like a slew of other things out here. But this is the belle of the ball for sure, pride of the fleet. Trying to buy a 57, huh? Those are beautiful. Are you getting a big back window? I'd love, once this one's done, I'd like to do a 57 big back window with the fleet side bed, with the big spear. I'd like to do one of those. That is a dream truck for sure. See where that goes.
This one's not bad.
This one ain't bad, and it's basically the same thing. So, a couple different things, but it's about it. Not like building the same car 15 times, but, you know. Oh, man, guys. Well, I don't know if you all saw me or not. I was there for the Bengals-Steelers game for Monday Night Football, or Thursday Night Football. Really expected us to get destroyed. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm from Cincinnati. And, yeah. Oh, my God. Old man Flacco. I didn't see that coming. And it's probably a one-off. We'll probably lose to the Jets by 30, but, you know, here we are. Man, this is looking good. And if that works, that means I don't have to tub this thing. I don't have to do any of the other stuff. Everything will just bolt right in here. We are going to do an aluminum bed. Instead of the wood, it'll be aluminum that looks like wood. But it'll have a big graphic on it, the whole bed. And a big picture in it. And I'm working on that with a company. I think you guys will like it a lot. It should be pretty slick. And when we go to do that, I'll let you guys in on where we got it and all the things. But yeah, we I can't believe the rear end fits, guys. I swear to God, I thought I would have to take this rear end. The plan was there's no way this is going to fit. We know we're going to have to take it to Mosier, and we know we're going to have to get it narrowed and all the things, and that's like $500 and something, and a trip to Indianapolis basically, or shipping, and you know, and then we put it in here and look at it. I mean, look at this. I can't ask for much better than that. So if you look back here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. It's not rubbing. We got room. Got all kinds of room. So really exciting. Our new 4-bar bolts on here. It'll come down and over. It just fits. I almost don't know what to think about it. It kind of mind boggled, honestly. I really thought we were cutting this down and making a trip and doing all kinds of stuff, but yeah, this is a good day. We started out by thinking maybe we'll buy a cross member. Ron had these lower control arms off of his 40, but they're the 5/8 narrower, we think. And we're like, we can use those and we can kind of piecemeal a Mustang 2 together, and ended up just buying the whole kit, but you know.
We'll use these for something.
Yeah. See you later, Classic. Thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So, guys, We are cooking with hot grease. I am just, somebody on here said, nice trailer. I looked back and I went, son of a bitch, it does look like a trailer. But no, it gets that guy. And she's actually looking really good too. So a lot of good happening. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll have a rolling frame. We'll bring all this to you as we do the Mustang 2 and the rear suspension. When we install it, we'll go live and you guys can be there for all that and ask us questions and whatnot. And we'll just kind of go through it. And
Take this journey with us.
yeah, take this journey with us. We'll fail together. And, you know, it'll be great. And
The good and the bad.
yeah, Ghosty. I was half offended at first. Then I turned around and looked at it and went, son of a bitch, it looks just like a trailer. It, can't be mad at it, you know? But, yeah, so really, what do you guys think? Should I do an old school small block or should I put an LS in it? What do you guys think? Somebody tell me what you think here. I know one of you is going to tell me to put a Mopar in it already. So I could take the 383 out of my Chrysler 300 and put it in here, and that'd be with the 4-speed. That'd be kind of wild. LS swap the world, yeah. You know, I've never done an LS and I've never owned an LS. I guess my dad's truck used to be he had a 2000? 2001? LS for the win. Everybody says LS. I guess we're going LS. Well, there you go, guys. Ghosty and OG, they just decided for us what we're doing.
For dependability, I think.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It,
Get a low mileage Corvette engine and tranny.
yeah, we could go pick up big block it with dual quads. You know, we could. Originally, this was going to have a 454 in it.
Yep.
That was the original plan. And then that went to hell. And I thought I had an engine and then I didn't have it. And then we, what is that, your boat? Shadow, it's a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. So there's the bed. That's the rest of the frame. There's the cab out here. So then we did a frame swap on that dually pickup, and it's got a 5.9 turbo Cummins diesel in it. And we pulled the engine out, and I thought, I wonder if it'll physically fit. So we set the Cummins diesel in there, and it fit
Just for fun.
for the fun of it. And I went, maybe I should put a Cummins diesel in it. That would have been complete. I still could put a Cummins diesel in it, but you know,
So damn heavy.
it is heavier than hell. So 454 fits in my car from the factory. Nice. Oh, look, I just got a thing. It says your package is on the way from eBay, because that's where I bought my Mustang too. I know you're thinking I'm crazy. I got another one. My packages will be here Thursday, October 23rd. That's exciting.
Yeah. That's cool.
75 Monty, not bad. Not bad. That's a good car. 75 Monty's pretty. So yeah, so it looks like we'll have that's for Mustang too, you know. So I have the 350 though. It's okay. You can still put a 454 in it. There's always time, brother. There's always time.
There's always,
There's always another one, and there's always, you know, more shit to throw money at that we don't need. So, you know. Now, again, we really could put about anything in here, which is interesting. You could do an LS, a 5.3, a 6 liter, a 5.7, a whatever, 6.2. So we haven't bought anything yet. I don't even have engine and tranny mounts yet. So, I mean, like, really, I could put anything in it at this point.
depends on what we.
It really, probably, no bullshit, depends on what I find. Just what's out there when I have the money. Throw a 440 in a Hemi. Yeah, we could. You really could. My uncle has a 5.3 that I could probably get from him for dirt, but it's got a 4-wheel drive 4L60 that just doesn't help us. And I guess you could convert it if you wanted to, but it's just more money. But I tried to buy a 5.7 Corvette engine out of a 2004 Corvette that had, I think it was like 75,000 miles. But I couldn't get the guy to actually answer any of my questions over the course of 2 days. I get like 3-word answers that it was just like, come on, man, you know? Questions like, did you do a compression test? You know, can you tell me anything about the engine? You know, anything. And I got crickets. So, you know,
Got scooped in that.
that's kind of just was one of those where I just went, yeah, I don't trust it. So here we are. So we sit here and we wonder what we're doing. But sooner than later, and I mean like really soon, we're gonna have to figure something out. And you know, clearly the bigger and badder that we get, you get into, I mean, like I don't want to get to a point where I twist this frame in half either. But you know,
And the money part, huh?
and the money piece matters. I mean, it's not like, you know, we just got unlimited funds. Even though I did spend $3,500 today, like it was candy, you know. Jesus.
Somebody could give you the truck and you would still
Yeah.
spend $25,000.
Ron was just saying, somebody could literally give you the truck for free and you'd still have $25,000 in it.
Yeah,
I mean, it is just is what it is.
it's expensive.
Just an expensive hobby, but my God, they're fun when they're done. My garage is on your wish list. Thanks, man. We're hoping and praying that one day we can have ourselves like a big one. I want 100 by 100, but you know, that might be asking a lot. I basically need a Costco just to get all the cars that are outside, inside. And
I've been married 40 years and she's never parked in
say that again.
I've been married 40 years and she's never parked in the garage.
Not a day. My mom has never parked in the garage in 40 years of marriage. That's adorable. Yeah. Some reason I think my wife would kill me.
You know,
That's very true. I don't have $82,000, and I sure as shit wouldn't spend it like a potato chip. For sure. But I'm not gonna lie. If I won the lottery, there would be signs. Okay, you would know. You know, nice. We need a welder. Me and Ron are sort of welders, and you know,
reading glasses.
if we if we put a fucking
Cheaters on.
yeah, if we put flashlights attached to the helmet so we can see what we're doing, and put our cheaters on and reading glasses, we're pretty good. So you know, there's a reason for this light, guys, and that's because we're blind. So, you know, we had to have it. We couldn't see shit. It was terrible. God, that looks good. I can't believe that fit. What are the odds of that fitting? Like straight up. I swear to God, when I go get gas tonight, I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket. I don't even know why. It could be $1. If I could just win my money back, I'd be happy. Say I won the lottery. It'd be amazing. But yeah, hey, if you guys are watching this, hit the subscribe button. We are getting ready to wrap this one up here. We're just hanging out in the garage. We just put the fenders on, the bed on, the wheels and tires and the rear end under here. And it fits. I have no idea how that worked, but you know, here we are. So for those of you that don't know, this truck's going to go turquoise and white. Turquoise with a white roof, a creamy white roof. And it's going to have probably 20 by 8s or wider on the back, and probably close to the same thing on the front. And it's going to be low. It ain't going to be airbag low, but it's going to be street rod low. And it'll probably be 5 or 6 inches off the ground, if that. And, you know, I don't want to kill worms, but, you know, I'm not against, like, squirrels. You know, it's, I don't want that being able to run under the truck. So, no dump bed. Everybody thinks it's a trailer. So, yeah, I mean, guys, like really, we are absolutely going to be somewhere in the next couple weeks. I mean, you heard it Thursday. I just got the notifications. My parts will be here Thursday for the front suspension Thursday. we'll be on it this weekend. Just killing it. Today's Monday. Tomorrow I'll jump on the Mini Cooper and do that disaster. Yeah, I have till Thursday to finish the Mini Cooper and not blow it up, because we're gonna be right here. I'm not gonna have any time to do it, so I guess I better get my ass in gear. It is a badass trailer. I mean, that would be a killer trailer rolling through a car show or something, you know? It, not bad, really. It still needs some new parts. Needs the bedsides fixed and so on, but she's not bad. I'll show you guys here. It's got some holage, you know. That's all right. We can fix that. That ain't no big deal. The cross braces are great, though. They're in great shape. I do have the step for this side in the brackets. That's in the shed. The other side I got to buy. It rotted out because of the spare tire. And, but you know, not too shabby for a 1958 filler will fix it. Ghosty, get out. What the hell? No, metal will fix that. It, lots of metal. But, yeah. Man, what a cool night. To come back and, like, you know, I primed the frame and, I know. And to come back and have this actually fit, we just randomly grabbed the rear end this morning. I'm like, hey, let's grab the rear end while we're waiting around doing all kinds of other stupid shit. Waiting on people to answer the phone and, you know, or trying to order parts. I shit you not, it took me 3.5 hours to order the rear suspension. Stupid, but it did. Because I had to ask some very specific questions and set it up a certain way. And yeah, the call dropped twice. You know, it just, I keep getting different people. The guy I was talking to, I couldn't get him back, and then I had to start over again. It was stupid. Duct tape does fix everything, and that would be absolutely hilarious. Can you imagine this being a custom painted turquoise and white truck? Probably a 50,000 plus truck with duct tape covering the holes in the bed. Fucking hilarious. No, Swill. This is for a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. Think Tomater from Cars, without the wrecker. There it is out there. Cab sitting outside at the moment on a Sea-Doo trailer. We could put those little fake bullet holes all over it, you know. It'd be great. Yeah, why not? Why not? Like, no kidding. Like, if you really wanted to, like, have a good time, this truck, when we first got it, you could have modified the headlights and the grill to look like a face, just like Mater, and drove it around, and it would have been the talk of the town. It looked just like that damn tailgate there, or the back of the bed piece. It was ridiculous. It killed me to take the patina off of it, but under that was a lot of rot. And there was just no way. We couldn't even get the passenger door to open. So it was like, yeah, here we are. So, yeah.
Needed floors, needed stuff.
Yeah, needed floors, needed pretty much everything from the floor down it needed, which is...
And it all got put in.
It is still going to look like Mater, though. JB tape, I like that. You know, I swear to God, I'd buy it. There's got to be an application that I could use some JB weld tape. If that shit held, it'd be amazing. Problem is, you can't ever get it off. It's like the red Loctite, you know? It's like, oh, shit. But that's where we're at, guys. I got to go pick up my wife. Hope you guys are having a great night. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow. And we will, you know, I'll be definitely on this, but we'll also be back on the Apache and getting ready for all of our suspension that we just ordered. I will, Ghosty. Thank you. And have a good night. And getting ready for it. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back in the morning. It's Beer 30. See you later.